Hello and welcome to the stock market analysis. Well, the stock has been trading sideways for quite a while, and yesterday we have this sell-off during the day and then closing back up to form a kind of bottoming tail. So it is setting up a sideways consolidation, and hopefully by the end of it we can see the stock breaking out higher a bit. Now I would like to show you some news from HSBC. I'll leave the link on Morningstar article for you in the description below that says NVIDIA stock can soar 50% more as earnings power still isn't priced in by HSBC analyst Frank Lee, that says that raises target from 1050 to 1350. So that's about 50% increase from Friday's closing price, and that's something interesting that you might want to take a look at. And then it's believed that the NVIDIA will have expected sales of 26 billion, right? That compares with the guidance NVIDIA provided in February of 24 billion and FactSet consensus of 24.45 billion. And the analysts also expect current quarter sales of 28 billion above the FactSet consensus of 26.48 billion. So this is a very bullish target, and of the 60 analysts surveyed by FactSet who cover NVIDIA, 53 are bullish and 7 are neutral. There are no bears. So this tells us that actually this is a very bullish outlook for the stock. I'll leave a link for you about the article in the description below. But now let's go back to the construction of the chart. This is the daily chart. As you can see, the stock has moved up and then corrected, and now it is trading sideways. It has made higher lows here, higher lows, and now consolidating sideways. And the stock has also broken above a downtrend line, which signals for a bearish change to neutral and then bullish. And if you look at the these highs here, which has been overcome, this is a support area, and that is why the stock is able to trade sideways. Now, the longer the stock trades sideways, eventually it will either break out or break down. And May 22nd, we have the earnings, which is about here, if you look at the date down there. So we might get some sideways trading there, or the stock might trade sideways a bit more and maybe break out higher. Well, this is something that we need to anticipate. And if you look at the 2-hour chart, stock is actually still trading sideways. If you look at the hourly chart, it is of course this is the support, is trading sideways a bit. And let me just delete this and take this whole thing as a reference area. Let's say this is the trading sideways, and if it can trade sideways and break out above here, then we can see the stock moving higher. But if it trades sideways and then break below here, we might see weaknesses. But you can see the stock sell off, made the low, made a higher low, made the higher low, made the high, made higher high, higher high, and higher high. So this is a definition of an uptrend in the 60-minute chart. And if you draw you can actually draw a triangle here, some kind of variation of this triangle. You can see that it has broken out of this triangle. The apex is a support area. If the stock drops, it might find support at this area, right? But we want to see it break out higher and soon break above 1,000 and maybe even reach Frank Lee's target, HSBC analyst target of 1350. The resistance area is here. which is why this stock is trading sideways a bit. It needs to absorb the supply here, but once it has consolidated enough, the breakout will be strong and this supply area will be overcome. Now the next thing I want to show you is a article by Motley Fool. You can find in Google Finance. It says 3 NVIDIA partners with explosive growth potential to buy now. Now if a NVIDIA can break out higher, and if you're bullish on NVIDIA, you can take a look at these other stocks. There are 3 that stick out are Micron Technology, Vertiv Holdings, and Semiconductor Manufacturing. We just briefly take a look at the stock chart. Micron is providing a key ingredient in NVIDIA's new GPU, according to this article. Don't worry, I'll leave the link in the description below. Let's take a look at Micron. Is it doing that? Whenever you see recommendations of stock, you want to see whether it is making higher highs and higher lows, whether it's in an uptrend. Very simple way is to look at the 50-day moving average if it's rising, and looking at the 200-day moving average. If it's rising, stock is moving from lower left to upper right. Yeah, this stock has potential to go higher, right? If NVIDIA continues to move up, it will probably help propel Micron Technology up as well. Now the next stock is a Vertiv, still has a upside potential, right? So this is related to NVIDIA, its partner, and let's take a look at the stock chart of Vertiv. It's always interesting to look at stocks that are related. You can see it's in a very nice uptrend, moving from lower left to upper right. This is an uptrend, and odds of the stock going higher is good. This is a recent support area. Let me just draw it. And if the stock continues to stay above the 50 MA, 20 MA, and stay above this support area, most likely it's going to continue to move higher. Prospects are good. You can also see that weekly chart is in a strong uptrend. So if NVIDIA does well, this stock might continue to do well as well. And what is the next stock? Taiwan Semiconductor, that does a lot of manufacturing for different companies, not only for NVIDIA. So TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing. Is it TSM? Yep, TSM. Alright, we start with the weekly chart. This stock has actually overcome the previous high here, and whenever a stock overcomes a previous high, we can actually draw this area as an area of support. As long as it stays above this area, there is demand, and it's still staying above this area. You can see that it's making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows in the weekly chart, higher highs, higher highs, higher highs. It's a strong uptrend in the weekly chart, and daily chart also is still in an uptrend. Recently it broke above this downtrend line that signals and tell us that it has changed from bearish and starting a new uptrend in the short term. Let me just delete that and go to the 60-minute chart of TSMC. You can see higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher highs, higher highs. So in the short term as well, is moving up. And if NVIDIA is continuing to do well, this might also affect TSM, and it will most probably continue to go up. Now, we cannot look at NVIDIA without looking at the SMH as well. I think NVIDIA has consists of about more than 20% of SMH, which is the ETF of semiconductor sector. What is good about it, it has broken above a daily downtrend line, making higher lows, and this is good for the sector itself. What I would like to see is for the 20 MA to cross back above the 50 MA, just like here, where there's a bullish cross, and you might see the sector continue to rise from there. So I do hope that this analysis helps, and if you find it helpful, do like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.